There's stuff going on with you Leo folk at the moment. I was just talking to my Leo friend. Well, we were voice messaging each other actually. Hers are always brilliant. They're like epics. Sometimes you can get like a cup of tea, a couple of biscuits, settle in. It's better than Netflix when my Leo friend sends me messages. I'm like, And she, warrior lady that she is, has been struggling a bit with the energies. So I'm thinking, okay, if she's struggling, Christ, we're all struggling. So I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look actually at what spiritually, I'm just getting an oracle card from a Shaman Oracle deck. What spiritually you need to know first, okay? Then we're going to do a little general reading, love reading, take it from there. Okay, what does Leo need to know? Leo, Leo, Leo. Yeah. Ooh, oh my God. I've not seen this one before. And I have a little theory that some decks kind of spawn cards overnight, you know, like Toy Story things. Preparations come to fruition. I read that as separations, or I wanted to put an S on it, so I don't know what that's got to do with it. I'm going to take one more. That's got loads of resonance. Oh yeah, I love that. Mindful. Group think. Okay, the collective. Let's put these over here. Let's throw some tarot cards at it as well. I like this. I hope that you're manifesting. I know manifesting can get a bit tiresome sometimes and it's all a bit journal, but excuse me if I've got cat hair all over my elasticated trousers, which I probably have. Standards are low today, Leo, and I know, and you know, I cite my Leo friend again who comes over just for a chat with me. She's fully coordinated. Her outfit is fully coordinated. I also have a theory that Leo women can wear really big earrings well. Hit me up in the comments. She knows I'm a Pisces. We're nothing like you. I know. We could do with some of your gumption, but we don't have it. Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm liking the way this is going, actually. I've been getting a whole fortune favours the brave vibe for you for a long time, haven't I? Those of you that have been watching. Ooh, I like to do a little bit of spotting. Someone's got in the street, she's paired some white trousers with a sort of ethnic blouse and a little taupe shrug. And I'm liking that, and a very good high pony. You know how some people can do a high pony and their highlights don't look really awful? Like if I do a high pony, it's just like, I don't know, it just looks like underneath some horrible rug or something. Her high pony was bouncy and on point. Right, okay. Speaking of bouncy and on point, Ace of Wands. Chicka chicka. I know. Ace of Wands, Kundalini energy. Woof. Let's go for it. So this is great for Leo. It's great for you. It gives you your power back, actually. And it feels like you've been challenged for the last couple of years. It feels like you haven't been yourself. And by yourself, I mean the lion and lionesses going for what you want, you know, putting it to life rather than life coming to you. You greet life rather than life greets you. And I feel like lately you've been joining in with the muggles and, you know, doing the work that you shouldn't really be doing. This is not to say that all Leos, I mean, it wouldn't be bad if you could, should be just fanning around on thrones, you know, and being wafted by people. Nice work if you can get it. but you don't really suit being down there with the hoi polloi. You just don't. It's not a Leo thing. It's very hot in here, by the way, and I can't open the windows. This is you grasping your power. So if this is to do with work, if you've been squished by somebody or by a policy or by some kind of setup at work, I mean, a lot of Leos are self-employed, but if you're in a system and you've been oppressed by the system, I feel like you're going to rise up and they may regret repressing you. Yes. This is also sensuality, being back in the physical, feeling like you could, just feeling your energy come back and rise. I love that for you. And look what it goes straight into. Only the Wheel of Fortune. I know, absolutely gorgeous energy. So you have Ace of Wands going into the Wheel of Fortune. So the ability to kind of grasp the torch, hold the flame, woof, but also that sending you into some kind of cycle of fortune and luck, which isn't actually really luck, because fortune favours the brave. And Leos must be brave. It's one of those things, like the rest of us. I mean, Pisces, we're not brave. But Leos, when you're not brave, your world starts to kind of narrow into a funnel and your opportunities dry up. It's just the way the universe does it. If you are brave, things open out for you. Sorry, there's some skanky young men. Skanky young men with horrible dogs. Ew. My street. Tell me what your street's like. Do you get good window watching? I love a bit of window watching. So, Ace of Wands going into Wheel of Fortune. Grasp the wand, okay? Grasp the torch. This could be as well in relationships that you could meet someone you really fancy. Someone could really fancy you. It's a bit of a mutual thing. It can also be massive amounts of creativity. You're doing a project. You're getting that whole kind of, I want to do this. If it's been hard work, now it's not. Now it's just me flying, letting the fire kind of take over. And then the next card you get is the Four of Wands. I know, could it be better? No, not really. Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands. So when we look at these two cards that you started off with, these preparations coming to fruition, the preparation was you being brave. Now, that bravery may have taken place in many different ways. It will be different for all of you, but it's going to pay off. And also the collective is recognising it. Okay, I'm liking this for you a lot. I want to be Leo. Can I be an honorary Leo AF? If I wear the t-shirt, is that enough? Probably not. Probably not, Pisces. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. How many rockets do you want? King of Wands. Yeehaw. I like this. King of Wands is Leo AF. I mean, this is you not giving any Fs, actually, and just saying, yes, please. Bring it on. Kind of, it's a lot of I'm in charge vibe. If you have been finding that your power base has been questioned or you've just not been feeling yourself, again, this is you not just taking charge but also attracting to you other people that are also full of creativity and fire and can really kind of rally with you. This is like the group, the collective, your people, your clan, your what do they call it? Tribe. Your tribe. Your tribe of crazy people that totally get you. You know, the people who you don't have to explain it to. If there's a party, can I come? Please. Then you get this. 3 of Pentacles. Chick. Can't wait to do your love reading, by the way, because so far you've checked in with that one and that one. It's a lot. 3 of Pentacles, in all seriousness, people working together, finding your tribe, finding your people. This could be in a project, this could be in a group, in a family, however, it's you finding your people, and they're very happy to find you too. And then finally, 2 of Pentacles in the general reading. We get 2 of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, the ability to try things out and experiment in a very practical way. So not in theory, but actually, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have a look at this, I'm going to have a look at that, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. In order to be experimental, you need to be brave, and you're feeling brave, and I'm liking it. Okay, let's do a bit of love reading. What do we need to know about Leo and love? Love. There will be an extended love reading after this, so if this love reading really resonates, that will be the first link under the description box. Ooh! Now, King of Cups. King of Cups has come up a lot this month for a lot of signs. Very interesting. King of Cups is a real, well, it's that kind of romantic, dreamy. It can be somebody who is very in tune with you emotionally. They're very, or spiritually, they're really kind of on your level. Leos are a lot more spiritual than the books kind of recognize. You know, Leos have a different kind of spirituality than, say, water signs like Pisces. You, for me, when I meet Leos, they have more sort of almost shamanic type spirituality is what I get, that vibe from you, that it's kind of shamanic, it's more active in some ways. Let's put that over there. This is somebody who can communicate with you on that level, and that's quite rare. Let's take another couple of cards. Eight of Swords. What's holding you back? What's holding them back? What's holding it back? What's the stresses? What are the strains? What are the mental limiting beliefs that are going on here? Oof. And the Seven of Wands, fighting for territory, fighting for power. Some of you, this may be a bit up and down. This may be something that has been, if not outwardly troublesome, kind of inwardly troublesome. Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo. Let's just have a closer look at those. That's better. Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo, okay? So Mars is the planet of war, and in a fire sign like Leo, you're going to get this sort of squaring up energy. But it can also be on a very subtle level, like a mental level. I'm going to take another card, but I feel like this is to do with confusion about the status of something. Who's where, doing what, with who. Page of Wands, I like that. So that's attraction, but it's like a small attraction or the beginning of an attraction. This could be, this King of Cups person, this can also be someone who's like a friend, but also you're interested or they're interested. You know, where it's blurring a line somehow. Oh, I like this. The Fool. There's something experimental here. Now, this could be a new person. It could be someone you already know. But there's something about, you know, that Two of Pentacles here where you're trying different things out. And you're finding a sense of sort of community with something. There's something here about finding some kind of unity with somebody. But also there has been strife. There has been difficulty. There has been, I think, self-doubt, actually. Just take me out the picture so I can put... Yeah, look, Nine of Swords, worry, stress, not really knowing what's going on. Tell me more. The World, okay. I like getting that. And the Three of Pentacles, again, that's the same as that card. How to work together. So if you're in a relationship, the universe is looking for ways to provide unity between you and this person. But it's not completely easy. There is some sort of element of stress over who's in charge, who's in control, who stands where. Knight of Pentacles. And this is not something, although the attraction level has been hinted at here as being quite high, that's not something I would rush. I feel like I'm going to ask what's standing in the way. I'm going to use a couple of shadow cards because I want to know. Hang on a moment. What's standing in the way of unity here? What's standing in the way of love? Well, you never do anything by halves, Leo. Go big or go home. The Three of Swords, that is a biggie. That is a biggie. And I'm not just talking about the Ace of Wands now, or the Rocket. Okay, communication, the Eight of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Oof. Oof. Let's have a look at these three shadow cards, because I think these are going to tell us a lot. Okay. Three of Swords, when you get it as a shadow card, kind of even doubles its shadowiness. It's to do with deep wounds that you may not even be aware of. These can be with the other person, they can be with you. It's complicated. It's sometimes historical. It's underneath everything. Being a Leo, I'd be surprised if you weren't aware of this in yourself. So you may be dealing with someone else who's not aware of it in themselves. Leos are often very instrumental in showing other people where, a lot of Leos are therapists and life coaches, showing people where the cracks are that they need to attend to. But we also have as a shadow card the Eight of Wands. So there is some form of communication breakdown here. And the Queen of Swords, which is to do with having boundaries. The King of Cups doesn't really have a lot of boundaries. And it feels like some of you may be dealing with a situation that has not completely identified itself in terms of the status of it, the rules of it, the boundaries of it. Leos, in my experience, are good with boundaries, but don't always choose to have them. But it is a choice. Like if a Leo needs boundaries, they can do it. If they want freedom, they kick the boundaries to the curb, but still as an act of power. So it's not because you can't do it like us Pisceans, it's more you choose not to, and that's okay. But there's something here about unacknowledged pain in the person that you're dealing with. And this Eight of Wands is the inability so far of them to be able to communicate it. But maybe your knowledge that it's actually there through that kind of spidey sensey thing you have that Leos do. And the Queen of Swords is very, very interesting because it's about, especially if this is causing you stress, where do I draw the line with this? Because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot between you and the King of Cups. There's a lot of places where you connect and meet, and there's a lot of emotional understanding and spiritual parity between you. But they have this, and that is difficult. And I guess what I'm saying is you may be making a decision about how close coupled you want to be with this, if it affects you, you know, if it starts to complicate life for you or make life, I suppose, difficult. Leos don't shy away from difficult things, but I think it also has to be beneficial for both parties. And you may find yourself weighing up whether this is the case. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at the King of Cups. I'm going to look at the dynamic between you. I'm going to look at these shadow cards in more detail. What on earth is going on behind the scenes? Is it something that can be kind of dealt with in process and you can still go forward? Or are there red flags? And we're going to have a look for that. We're going to have a look at what's going on with this lack of communication as well. Cool, Leo. It's a bit thorny, I have to say. Look, I've tied my hair back now and my highlights are looking awful. There you go. Looks like I've just streaked my hair with bird poo. Anyhow, I'm going to go do the extended reading, Leo. If you want to join me, it's the first link in the description box. Okay? I will see you on the other side. Namaste.